Welcome to this explainer on the Biznsbook Accounting module. If you're totally tired of disconnected spreadsheets and want to understand exactly how your daily operational data transforms into a rock-solid financial backbone, well, you're in the right place. Let's dive right in and get you oriented.
Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll be looking at the accounting backbone, understanding module tiers, navigating the finance menu, diving into reports and audit tools, and then wrapping up with your next steps.
Kicking things off with Section 1, the accounting backbone, which is your financial source of truth.
Simply put, this module is your central financial record. It tracks absolutely everything your business owns, owes, earns, and spends, and it does it all using a unified double-entry ledger. But you know what the real magic is here? It's the integration. Everyday documents, like sales invoices, bills, and inventory receipts, actually drive ledger postings automatically. That means no more manual rekeying, zero copy-paste errors, and literally hours of time saved for your finance team.
It really covers all your foundational bookkeeping needs. You get governed control over your chart of accounts, and while the system handles those automatic journal entries we just mentioned, it still gives your accountant the complete freedom to post manual journals for things like depreciation. Add in your core financial statements, secure accounting periods to lock down closed months, and dedicated party ledgers, and you've got yourself a complete financial engine.
Moving on to Section 2, understanding module tiers, because what you actually see depends heavily on your license.
Biznsbook brilliantly organizes its finance capabilities across 3 distinct tiers, so you really only have to deal with what you actually need. First, you have the base accounting module for your core ledgers and statements. Then there's the finance management add-on, and that introduces fiscal years and bank reconciliation. Finally, a dedicated taxation add-on acts as your total compliance center for things like tax authorities and withholding tax.
Here's a quick pro tip for you. If a menu we discussed today happens to be missing from your screen, don't panic. It just means your company administrator needs to jump into the settings and enable the specific module, or they just need to grant your user role the finance.view permission.
Let's jump right into Section 3, the finance menu, which is exactly where everything lives.
Getting there is incredibly straightforward. Just sign in with your company account, look up at the main navigation bar, and locate the little book icon. That is your finance menu. Clicking that opens up your entire accounting workspace, which is the hub where almost all of your daily financial work is going to take place. Inside, you'll see the menu is logically grouped to match your workflow. At the top, accounting information holds your general ledger and financial statements. Right below that are your journals and tools for searching vouchers. Then you have your party reports. This is your accounts receivable and payable aging, so you know exactly who owes you money. And if you happen to use the inventory module, you'll also see costing to track your cost of goods sold accuracy.
Scrolling a bit further down, you're going to find the setup for your chart of accounts. Below that is period management, which, remember, you'll only see if you have that finance management add-on we talked about earlier, and that's where you'll handle bank reconciliations. Finally, at the very bottom, you've got your audit logs for tracing all system activity.
All right, Section 4, reports and audit tools, all about tracking every transaction.
Obviously, having data in the system is really only useful if you can understand it. Under the Accounting Information tab, you have instant, real-time access to your core statements. You can run a trial balance to ensure your debits equal your credits, pull a profit and loss to track your earnings, or check your balance sheet for your overall company health. And the best part is, every single report can be filtered precisely by date range.
Now, to ensure complete traceability, Biznsbook arms you with 2 distinct auditing tools. Think of the Journal Entry Viewer as your microscope. It lets you filter by reference type so you can see exactly what ledger lines the system posted for a specific goods received note or sale. Meanwhile, the audit trail is more like your macro view, letting you monitor user actions and broader configuration changes to maintain total, secure oversight.
This setup really illustrates the ultimate goal of the module. By integrating operations directly with accounting, your owners, warehouse managers, and accountants are finally working from the exact same unified, secure source of truth. No more silos, no more disconnected spreadsheets. It is all right there. Which brings us to Section 5, your next steps, building your financial structure. Now that you know exactly where everything lives, it's time to actually build your company's financial structure. The very first step for any new business in an ERP, you got to map out your assets, liabilities, income, and expenses, and you need to do that before processing a single invoice. Which leads us perfectly to your next action item. Join us in the next explainer where we'll walk you step by step through configuring your chart of accounts for a brand new company. Until then,
Log in, locate that little book icon, and explore the finance menu. So, is your business ready to finally ditch the spreadsheets and let the system do the heavy lifting?